No, I think they took it. What do you need, though? I have my phone.
They needed the trainer.
Okay.
So if you call Abby.
Yep.
Thank you.
Is that why? Sorry, dude.
Their number for the guy who came in last inning was wrong.
Oh, was?
Yeah, that's why you had him as a pitcher.
Oh, I was about to say. You have Catonsville starters, right?
I'll grab him.
No, I got him in there too.
You got use him.
Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you back to the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals baseball complex for Game 2 of our doubleheader as the Erie Community College Cougars face off against the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. This is Isaac Donsky here, ready to bring you all of the action. We had a marathon in Game 1 as it went to extras, resulting in a 9-8 victory for the Cardinals thanks to a walk-off single by Quinn Waters that brought Moises Aristi Jr. home. We're getting set for Game 2. And considering this game is going to be starting an hour behind schedule and it's already quite dark out due to the cloud cover, there's a chance this game may not go the distance. So keep your eyes peeled. Sun is supposed to set around 7 o'clock, 7:30-ish, but it's likely that the game will end before that. That being said, though, this basically is going to be a race against the clock. Whoever can get the highest score first before the game inevitably ends due to darkness. Let's take a look at the starting lineups for Game 2. Not a ton of changes from Game 1, but still some notable ones. And, of course, we start with the visitors. Let's start with the Game 1 starters. So here are the Game 2 starters, beginning with the Cougars from Erie Community College. Batting first and playing center field will be junior number 8, Nolan Evans out of Williamsville, New York. Batting second and playing second base for the Cougars will be a sophomore out of Windsor, Ontario, number 4, Andrew Nantow. Batting third and serving as the designated hitter will be freshman from Niagara Falls, New York, number 39, Nathan Kinder. Batting fourth and playing third base will be a freshman from Webster, New York, number 21, Garrett Wilson. Batting fifth and playing first base will be a freshman from Webster, New York, number 34, Colby Wilson. Batting sixth and playing right field will be a sophomore from Lancaster, New York, number 12, Christian Pagano. Excuse me, he is number 14 for this game. Batting seventh and catching for this game will be a freshman from Batavia, New York, number 17, Vincent Grazio-Plin. Batting eighth and playing shortstop will be a freshman from North Syracuse, New York, number 18, Grayson Giddings. Batting ninth and serving as the left fielder for today's game will be a freshman from San Diego, California, number 45, D'Artagnan Van Dusen. And pitching game 2 will be a freshman from West Seneca, New York, number 28, Ryan Lynch. Now here are the starters for the CCBC Catonsville Cardinals. Batting first and playing center field will be a sophomore from Atlanta, Georgia, number 27, Angelo Ramirez. Batting second and playing left field will be a freshman from Catonsville, Maryland, number 2, Jalen Williams. Batting third and serving as the shortstop will be a sophomore from Bowie, Maryland, number 11, Moises Aristi Jr. Batting fourth and playing right field will be a sophomore from Stone Mountain, Georgia, number 18, Miles Bowens. Batting fifth and serving as the designated hitter will be a sophomore from Maitland, Florida, number 16, Pete Howell. Batting sixth and playing third base will be a freshman from Hagerstown, Maryland, number 6, Nick Millam. Batting seventh and catching this game for the Cardinals will be the star from Game 1, freshman catcher, number 23 from Churchton, Maryland, Quinn Waters. Batting eighth and playing first base for the Cardinals will be a sophomore from Severn, Maryland, number 10, Caleb Bailey. And batting ninth and playing second base will be a sophomore from St. Croix in the U.S. Virgin Islands, number 1, Orlando Perez Jr. The pitcher for today's game for the Cardinals will be a freshman from Catonsville, Maryland, number 15, Jackson Bauer. And we'll be right back with the start of Game 2.
That voice message out loud, just so you know. Yes, I can pick you up.
Lance Riddick died. The Wire, Bosch, John Wick, this guy, Lance Riddick, voice actor. All right, all set to get game 2 of our doubleheader underway. And again, we might be racing the light. It's unknown if we'll be able to get this game through all the way due to darkness. Pitcher for the Cardinals this game will be Jackson Bauer. An ERA of 3.18. He's taken up the role of taking over from his brother Patrick, who's been out injured this season. Jackson's done a great job. He will face off against Nolan Evans. And there is ball 1 to kick off game 2. Now, game 1, if you missed it, was an offensive shootout until the final few innings, where it became a defensive battle, ultimately coming down, as Evans fouls that one off, ultimately coming down to a 9-8 victory for the Cardinals in 2 extra innings. And that, of course, has now put us in a situation where game 2 might not go the full distance. Bauer's third pitch swung on and missed for strike 2. Bauer was warming up before this, throwing weighted balls against the side of the Cardinals' dugout, and there is some ferocity in those pitches. Ball 2 evens up the count. Bauer, of course, is the younger brother of Patrick Bauer, as he throws ball 3 there. The imposing, nearly 7-foot-tall pitcher for the Cardinals. Bauer himself is almost the same height. They are combined together. They are the 2 tallest players for Catonsville. Full count. Evans will foul that one away. Remains a 3-2 count. And he gets another piece of that and fouls it off. Pitch. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 1. Excuse me, out 1. Out 1. Up next for the Cougars will be number 4, and that is Andrew Nantow out of Ontario, Canada. He gets fed ball 1. One and 0. Pitch. Bit high, ball 2. Three and 0. And there's ball 4. 4 quick balls for Bauer. We'll send Nantow over to first. Nathan Kinder up next. And he will foul that one away. Oh, and 1 count. Nantow's going to try and steal, and he will. As that was ball 1. Big smack right past the glove of Aristi. That's going to advance 1 runner to third. It's going to get Kinder up to first. So Nantow takes third, Kinder takes first on a single. as Bauer had rushed home to cover. He's going to walk back up there, and this will bring up Garrett Wilson. The Wilson brothers batting one after the other again, with Garrett taking the lead here. He batted second of the two last game. First pitch. Down to the dirt, ball one. One and 0. 2-0. His Bauer needs to tighten up a bit here. Another low pitch, ball 3. And there's Bauer's first strike there. 3-1. 3-1 pitch. This one's popped foul. It's going to land somewhere past. Oh, we lost track of it in the sky. How about that? That puts it to a 3-2 full count for Garrett Wilson. Low, nearly nipped him in the shoe, or the cleat, I guess, in this case. And Garrett Wilson will walk to first, loading the bases for his brother. So Colby Wilson going to try and open the scoring here with the bases loaded. One out here in the top of the first. First pitch, fouled off for strike one. As that flies off somewhere onto our soccer field. There's strike two. Oh, and 2 count. Pitch. Strike 3, got him looking. And this will bring up number 14, Christian Pagano. He played a little bit in the outfield at the end of the last game. Here's his first at bat, and he takes a half-hearted swing. It'll be ball 1. Pitch number 2, low and in the dirt. 2-0. Count, pitch. Contact, slipped past. Aristi manages to grab it. It slipped past Bauer. Aristi got it in time, but unfortunately, that still is a single, and it's not just any single, it's an RBI single. 1-0 the score now, as Pagano brings home Nantou, making it 1-0. And this will bring up number 17, Vincent Grazioplene. Averaging .667, he is the best hitter for this Cougars team. Did not play in game 1. He gets ball 1 to start things off. He knocks that one into shallow right field. Another run is going to score, but it's 2-0. Gracie Giddings, number 18, is up next. The score, 2-0, bases loaded. First pitch is low, ball 1. One 0 pitch. Another low pitch, ball 2. Two and 0. Outside, 3-0. That time he gets him strike 1. Puts it to 3-1. He smacks that one into shallow right field. 1 run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. It's 4-0 here in the top of the first as the Cardinals are falling apart. Number 45, D'Artagnan Van Duzen is up next for the Cougars. So Van Duzen is a switch hitter. Keep that in mind. Shout out to our spotter, Tommy, who noticed that. As we're going to have a mound visit. And I'm not surprised, as Bauer has been struggling here. Cardinals had a similar situation with their Game 1 pitcher, Cecil Barone, who struggled, was replaced after 3, and now a similar situation happening here. The Cardinals do have Dan Delaney, number 21, warming up in the bullpen. And they will leave Bauer out on the mound. So they're going to leave Bauer out there. And he gets ball 1 for Van Duzen. One 0 pitch. Runner trying to steal. Oh, bad throw. A bad throw by Waters. That's going to bring 1 run home. It's 5-0. A mistake by Waters. He threw it to the wrong base and he overthrew. And this game just gets uglier and uglier for Catonsville. Self-inflicted mistake there by the Cardinals has made it 5-0, and Catonsville in danger of getting mercy ruled in their home park. High pitch, ball 2. Make that ball 3, excuse me. Forgot about the ball on the wild pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Van Duzen pops that one up. Bailey looking for it. So is Bowens. But it will go foul for strike 2 and bring us to a full count. Three and two count. Pitch. Swing and a miss. He got him. And that'll bring an end to a disastrous first inning for the Cardinals as they give up 4 hits and 5 runs. Some self-inflicted wounds. We're going to head to the bottom of the first and see if the Cardinals can respond. We'll be right back. No. If we get down by 10, by the time we hit the 5th inning, we'll be done. So mercy rule works.
Top of the 5th or the
Top of the 5th.
top?
Yep. So realistically, if they keep doing what they did in that first inning, we could be out of here after just 4 innings. Which I'd like it if it was reversed the other way around, but
Yeah.
that's just frustrating, man.
But at least they won one game.
Yeah, they do convincingly though.
So now they're 8-10, right?
Yeah, 8-10. Still leading the region though. We didn't lose a region game. Quick updates. Marquette takes care of Vermont. St. Mary's beats VCU. Baylor beats Santa Barbara. Pitt is up by 7 on Iowa State. And at the half, Creighton's up by 2 on NC State at the half. Iona is up on UConn, and they just started. So pitching this game will be number 28, Ryan Lynch, with an ERA of 7.71 on the season. He has made 2 appearances with a record of 0-1, pitched 7 total innings, and allows a batting average of .185. So a solid pitching choice here for the Cougars. Leading off for the Cardinals will be the minister of the stolen base, Mr. Angelo Jello Time Ramirez. Had an excellent game 1. I think he was 3 for 6. Started off 3 for 3, but his last couple trips were a little rough. Don't take that away, though. He still had an excellent first game, especially in the outfield. And he will lead off for the Cardinals. First pitch. Strike 1. See what Lynch can do here. Swing and a miss. 0-2 count very quickly for Jello. Good contact there. Fouls it off, though. No harm done. Oh and 2. Swing and a miss, and Jello will strike out to begin game 2. Now this will bring up a player who had some excellent plays in game 1 in the outfield. J-Dub, Jalen Williams out of Catonsville. Talented freshman, excellent batter, an excellent fielder. Those plays he made in game 1 included some amazing catches. He's definitely somebody to keep your eyes on. As he gets fed strike 1. Ryan Lynch. Fouls it off, strike 2. And Williams finds himself in a hole. Oh, and 2 count. There's ball 1, 1 and 2. He will pop that one foul as an Erie fan tried to catch it. One of the fans back here said that was almost cool. Williams, ground ball, third base. So we got Moises Aristi Jr., number 11, the shortstop. One thing you always notice about Moises, no matter what the situation is, he will always have his jersey covered in dust. Type of player who is very aggressive as he grounds that one. Did it go foul? Yes, it did. Very aggressive player, especially when it comes to fielding. That's why he's always got dust on his uniform, as he makes a habit of just putting it all on the line out there. 0-1 count for Aristi. Tries to give the Cardinals something here in this first. Pitch. He makes some more contact, sends it foul, and it's an 0-2 hole. Pitch low, ball 1. So a 2-1 count. Excuse me, a 1-2 count. Inside a tad, ball 2, 2-2. Pitch. Aristi cracks it to the third baseman, who will fire a laser and get him out. So the Cardinals get 1-2-3'd, and we're going to head to the top of the second, seeing if they can stop the Cougars defensively. We'll be right back. So we do have a pitching change. Dan Delaney has moved in to replace Jackson Bauer after that rough first inning. And Delaney this season has made 4 appearances, primarily as a relief pitcher. He's pitched 6 total innings, allowing a batting average of .450 and an ERA of 10.50. Funny story about Dan Delaney. Last season, while calling games here, I kept referring that he was from St. Lucia, the island in the Caribbean. That was a fundamental misreading of the Catonsville roster. He's from Port St. Lucie in Florida. I didn't know that until I ran into him one day at the up at our athletic center at in the restroom. And while I was passing by, he mentioned, I asked him, it's like, by the way, are you actually from the Caribbean? And he said, no, I'm from Port St. Lucie, Florida. It's like, I have been saying you have been from St. Lucia in the Caribbean for the entirety of the last season. I am so sorry. But he's a great player, a good pitcher, and he's going to be the man who tries to get Catonsville out of this jam, as he will face the top of the order with number 8, Nolan Evans, as the Cougars cycled through all 9 of their batters in that first inning. And Evans launches a laser foul, smashes into the catch fence, and if it wasn't for that fence, our scoreboard operator Bradley's head would be gone. Or there would be a baseball-sized hole where his face should be. 0-1 count. And he smashes that one into left center field. Or not. It looked like it was gone. Instead, Jello makes the catch, and that's 1 away. One and no count. This is for second batter, Andrew Nantow. Two and 0. There's strike 1 for Delaney. We had a lot of rain and bad weather in game 1. So far, game 2, I mean, it's cold and blustery, but nothing else. Two and 1. Excuse me, 3 and 1. Delaney's pitch. That one would have taken my head off as it's fouled off and brings us to 3 and 2. Pitch. Strike 3. Got him looking. And Delaney delivers 2 quick outs. As this will now bring up Kinder. That is Nathan Kinder. And he makes a lot of contact on that first, but knocks it foul. Kinder line drive up into left field. And he will make it to first for a single. Garrett Wilson up next. He gets fed ball 1. There's strike 1. 1 and 1 count. Pitch. Wilson fouls it off for strike 2. One and 2 count for Wilson. Pitch is low. 2-2. Ball 3, and it's a full count for Wilson. Delaney trying to tighten up here. Full count. He's going to try instead to pick off Kinder at first. Won't go. Kinder getting a nice spray of dirt over his uniform. Pitch. Wilson fouls that one away. No harm done. Ball 4, and Wilson's going to walk. 2 are on, as this will bring up his brother, Colby Wilson. And Colby fouls that one away for strike 1. Oh, and 1 pitch. That was way inside. Wilson had to do a matrix-style move to avoid it. Brings us to 1-1. One and 1 pitch. Delaney keeping his eyes on second. Fires. High. Ball 2. Three and 1. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Oh, Wilson brushes it off. Delaney's pitch. Ball 4. That's going to load the bases. And it will bring up Christian Pagano. Now, Pagano is batting .250 on the season. He has 2 doubles, 3 RBIs. Hasn't played a lot, but then again, he's one of those players who appears to get subbed out. As he smashes one deep into center field, Ramirez is back, and Ramirez will grab it. That'll into the inning and prevent any more damage from being done, but that was close. We'll head to the bottom of the second now to see if Catonsville can respond, and we'll be right back. Miles Bowens, designated hitter, will lead off this inning for the Cardinals. Bowens averaging 170 batting average, and he swings and misses there for strike one. He's played 14 of the Cardinals' 18 games. This will be his 15th game of the season, actually. Hasn't started a lot, though. He's mainly been used as a pinch hitter as he gets fed strike two. Folks, as I mentioned before, this game could end early due to darkness, and it is already starting to get a little bit dark out there. Just a little bit, as there's strike three, and Bowens will head back to the dugout. I know it's getting dark because... I'll hold that thought. Pete Howell up next for the Cardinals. Designated hitter. I said Bowens was a designated hitter. He's actually playing right field in this game. Howell played a bit last game. He's batting 154 on the season as he gets fed ball one. Second pitch inside, ball two. This is the first time we've seen Lynch kind of struggle. He's thrown nothing but gas so far in this inning. Low pitch, ball three. 3-0 count. Tad inside, they're going to count it as strike one. So a 3-1 count for Howell. He gets fed ball four, and Howell will head over to first. The Cardinals get one aboard. And this will bring up Nick Millam. Nick's only played 6 games this season, but he's batting .300. Doing a pretty good job with 2 RBIs and 3 total hits. Again, hasn't played a ton. There's a twin, Noah Millam, also on the team. Noah hasn't played at all this season. See what Nick can do here. First pitch is strike one. Oh, and 1 pitch. Millam smacks that one up into left field. Back, hits the grass off the wall. Howell's going to round to come home to try and score. Will he make it? Yes, he will. Millam now racing for third, and he's got it. It's an RBI triple for Nick Millam and gives the Cardinals a run. How about that from Nick Millam? As this will bring up Quinn Waters, the catcher. Waters, of course, the big hero from Game 1. He had the RBI single that won the game for Catonsville. As he pops that one up, first baseman's under it. That's Colby Waters. He will grab it, and that'll be the second out. Good contact from Waters there. Next up, Caleb Bailey. This is a player you have to watch out for, number 10. The first baseman, Bailey is the leading hitter for the Cardinals with a batting average of .500 and a slugging percentage of .722. He's had 9 hits, 5 RBIs, and a home run, but it was a big home run as he gets fed ball one. He had that walk-off home run against Lakeland. Bailey's only played 10 games this season, has only started 4, but when he's in the lineup, he almost always makes a difference. Such as that, as he slams that ball deep into right center field. Not deep enough. It's caught out for the third out. So the Cardinals do get a run on the board, but they still trail 5-1 as we head to the top of the third. We'll be right back. Number 17, Vincent Grazioplene, will lead off this inning for the Cougars. One and 0 count. And there's strike one. Swing and a miss, strike two. One and two pitch. Grazioplene smacks that one back, and it hits grass in right field. It's a single. A good start. This will bring up Grayson Giddings. And he pops that one foul. Delaney now trying to pick off Grazioplene at first. Ground ball, shortstop's on it. Aristi dropped it. They do get the out at second. But Giddings will make it to first. As we've reached the bottom of the order. And number 45 is up next. D'Artagnan Van Dusen. One and 0 count. Low pitch, ball two. Outside, ball three. And a 3-0 count for Van Dusen. Strike one. Delaney tightens up here. Van Dusen pops it up. Aristi calls for it. Never mind, it'll be Jello who gets it instead. And that's two away for the Cardinals. Back to the top of the order we go. And it will be Nolan Evans, number 8. Swing and a miss. Stolen base attempt, and Giddings will manage to grab second. There's strike one for Evans. Swing and a miss, strike two. Low pitch, ball 1. Brings us to a 1-2 count. Temperature starting to fall just a bit here. It's getting a little chillier than it was at the start of Game 1. Game 1 was arguably played in worse conditions. That one's fouled off. No harm done. High pitch, ball 2. Evens up the count. Two and 2. Outside. Ball 3. It's a full count for Evans. There's something wrong with my chair. You heard any bangs there, folks? That was my chair making noises. Just trying to adjust it. 3-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. There's strike 3. And Delaney gets the out, and we're going to head to the bottom of the 3rd. Now, can Catonsville try and launch another comeback? We shall see. We'll be right back. Leading off this inning for the Cardinals will be Orlando Perez Jr. Those of you who watched Game 1 and noticed that he did get knocked down at one point, he got cleated. He's okay, though. Talked to him briefly between games. He said, yeah, it hurt a lot, but I'm okay. I'm ready to go. And here he is now. Perez averaging .324, 4th best among the Cardinals. As there's ball 1. The wind definitely took that one. We're getting big gusts of wind right now. Inside pitch, ball 2. Two and 0 count. Make that 3-0. Perez not getting a chance to swing at all here. Finally gets a strike thrown his way. Make that 3-1 for Perez. As the sun's trying to come out of the clouds here. Could help this game go the distance. Ball 4, and Perez will walk. And he is very fast out there. Already got one stolen base on the year. Up next for the Cardinals will be Angelo Ramirez. Lynch keeping his eyes on Perez at first, fires his first shot. Catcher dropped it. Perez thought about running to second instead. Sticks wisely to first. 1-0 count. Lynch will use this time to try a pickoff attempt on Perez. Won't go. One and 0. Outside, ball 2. Two-0 count. See what Ramirez can do here. Inside, ball 3. As Lynch not looking as sturdy as he was through the first game. Excuse me, through the first 2 innings. Ball 4. And there'll be 2 aboard as Ramirez will join Perez out there on around the diamond at first base. This will bring up Jalen Williams. J-Dub getting the signals from the third base coach. Normally that's head coach Dan Blue, but he's not. I think he's back in the dugout today. Yes, he is. Lynch's pitch. Williams smacks it deep into center field. Center fielder back. He will catch it. Perez will try to get to third, and he'll get there in time. So the Cardinals get 1 into scoring position off that sacrifice fly by Perez. Excuse me, by Williams. As this will bring up Moises Aristi Jr.
It's fine. It's just more here.
There's a pickoff attempt at first for Ramirez. Erie knows how dangerous it can be. Ramirez leads the Cardinals with 16 stolen bases this season. Player with the next most is Caleb Bailey with 3. Ramirez will go as Aristi slaps that one. This will bring home Perez. RBI single for Moises Aristi Jr. And the Cardinals are within 3 as it's 5-2. And we will be playing against daylight now as this cloud cover continues to spread. I think we can only probably go until 7 o'clock when the sun starts to set, so we'll see what happens. Umbrella? Yeah. If you see any jostling of the camera, folks, we're removing the umbrella off of our camera. We no longer need it now that the rain has subsided. As there's strike 1 for Miles Bowens. And our camera is finally free. Let's check. Good. 0-2 count for Bowens. Swing and a miss, and Bowens will strike out. Second time today, and there's some frustration. There's a lot of frustration. I thought he was about to kick his bat up into the air. Pete Howell up next. Swing and a miss for Pete. His teammate's got a lot of nicknames for him. I've heard Pistol Pete be named. Slippy Pete's another one. 0-1 count. As that one just a bit outside the zone. Ball 1. Pitch high, ball 2. Pete slaps that one into the glove of the right fielder, and that'll bring it into the inning. So the Cardinals get 1. They trail by 3 now, 5-2, as we head to the 4th inning, nearing the halfway point of this second game. We'll be right back. So leading off this inning for the Cardinals, leading off this inning for the Cougars will be number 4, Andrew Nantow, as he is fed strike 1 by Delaney. High pitch, ball 1. Outside, ball 2. It has gotten pretty cold out here. Nantow slaps that one up over the head of Williams. That's going to land over in left center field. And Nantow will get a double to kick off this inning. Remember, in order to end this game early, the start of the next inning, they would need 7 runs, as Delaney is going to have a conversation with the coach. That'll do it. So the Cardinals are going to call upon Alex Valdez to pitch now. He was the catcher for Game 1. Valdez has pitched a bit this year. He pitched 2 innings, has an ERA of 0.0, Has only allowed 3 hits so far. The Cardinals are on their 3rd pitcher of the 2nd game. Jackson Bauer pitched the 1st inning, gave up 5 runs. Dan Delaney came in for the next 2 innings. And he'll be subbed out here in favor of Valdez. We're going to let Alex Valdez get his practice pitches in, and we're going to take a break. So Valdez will face off against Kinder as we begin his stint on the mound. And his first pitch is way inside. Kinder has to jump away from it. And that's ball 1. 1-0 pitch. Low. Ball 2. Kinder gets a piece of that one. Will foul it off for strike 1. Two and 1 count. Kinder, ground ball, gets past the 3rd baseman. This should bring 1 run home, and it will, maybe? Yes, it will. Kinder, meanwhile, will advance to 2nd. And the Cougars extend their lead to 4. They're up 6-2. Again, they would need 6 more runs to end this game early. Garrett Wilson up next as he is fed ball 1. Wilson slaps that one up. Bowens is back. He will catch it. Kinder tried to get off 2nd, but instead will stay there as there's the first out. Colby Wilson up next for the Cougars. First pitch to Colby is a bit off target. Ball 1. Second pitch, way off target. Ball 2. Three and 0. Low in the dirt, ball 4. Wilson will head to first. And this will now bring up Vincent Graziopleni. Check that, sorry. Christian Pagano up next. First pitch is inside, ball 1. Pagano makes deep contact. Williams running for it. It's out of here, but it will go foul. One and one count. Pitch. Inside, ball 2. Two and one pitch. Popped up. Perez comes up, got it. And that'll be out number 2. Now this will bring up Vincent Graziaplenty. First pitch. Oh, almost hit him. He had to jump away there. That's ball 1. Gets a good piece of that one, fouls it off. One and one. Another foul. This one could be playable. Bailey got it. What a catch by Caleb Bailey. Brings it into the inning. And now the question for the Cardinals is, can they respond here in the bottom of the 4th? They won't have any case of the mercy rule, which is good. 6-2 the score. Cardinals need some runs. Here we go. Don't say it too loud. Abby might hear you. Then you'll never play. Leading off this inning for the Cardinals will be number 6, Nick Millam. Try to get something going for Catonsville. And they have gotten 2 on the board, but have struggled ever since falling behind 5-0. Catonsville has a couple of pitchers warming up in the bullpen. Keep your eyes on them, though. We may get another pitching change soon. I don't think Valdez was the permanent solution. First pitch. Ball. Ryan Lynch, meanwhile, had a great start to this game through the first 2 innings. The last inning struggled a bit. See if he can get back on track here. Low pitch, ball 2. Game's going a bit faster than game 1 did, but there's still the question of daylight, as the sun is starting to set in the horizon. Millam pops that up, should be playable. Catcher underneath it. No, it will bounce off the top of the dugout. and roll down the hill. The Erie catcher's got a head. He's got an earbud in, an earbud. Huh. Just noticed that. I don't know if that's against the rules or not, but hey. Millam slaps that one up to the shortstop. Gonna be a quick out. No, it won't. Overshoots. Millam is gonna get to first on an error. A throwing error committed by the shortstop. That's Giddings. This will bring up Quinn Waters, the catcher. Waters scraping up a lot of dirt with his cleats here as he gets ready to take the first pitch. And he will smack that one up. Hits off the grass and off of the right fielder's glove. Millam's going to round to third. Waters, I don't know if we chalked that one up as an error or not, but the Cardinals have got 2 aboard. And Caleb Bailey up to bat. That ball, I think, hit the grass just in front of the right fielder's glove and bounced over his head. As now the catcher having a word with the pitcher, I think he was giving him the signals for the next pitch. Outside, ball 1. Pitch. Bailey chops that up. Second baseman's got it. 1 run is going to score. Millam's going to make it a 3-run game. They're going to get Waters out at second. Bailey advances to first. And this will bring up Orlando Perez Jr. as the Cardinals have got some momentum running their way. Pitch. Swing and a miss for Perez. Perez will pop that one foul as it lands beyond the dugout. Oh, 0-2 count. Make that 1-2. Ball was low in the dirt. Inside, Bailey trying to steal second. He got it. 4th stolen base on the year for Caleb Bailey. Two and 2 count for Lando. Did he go? No, they're going to say he didn't. 3-2. A full count for Orlando Perez. Perez smacks that one right up to the shortstop, and they will get him out at first. Back to the top of the order we go. Angelo Ramirez up next for the Cardinals. Pitch 1, ball. One on no pitch. Swing and a miss for Jello. That's going to be strike 1. Some power, some oomph to that swing. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Pitch fouled off. No harm done. As that ball ricochets underneath the bullpen for Erie Community College. Did he go? Yes, they're going to say he went. Jello strikes out, and that'll end the inning. So the Cardinals managed to get another run. They trail 6-3 as we head into the 5th. We're past the halfway point of Game 2. Still looks like we may be able to get this game in if it doesn't go to extras. We'll be right back.
Around a bit more than an hour left. That's getting dark.
Pitt just upset Iowa State. Pitt upset Iowa State. Whoa. Let me get some other finals. Yeah, so Pitt upsets Iowa State. Creighton is up 10 on NC State.
The 3 number 1s are still alive, right?
So far.
Yeah.
Iona is up 2 on UConn at the half. We still have Purdue and Farley Dickinson, Providence and Kentucky,
Purdue, Zach Edey, that's my dude.
Drake and Miami, Grand Canyon and Gonzaga, FAU, Memphis, Montana State, Kansas State, Kent State, Indiana, and Arizona State and TCU left. Tomorrow, Furman, San Diego State. Princeton, Missouri is going to be weird because Missouri's my mom's alma mater, but I want to go for the nerds, man. The nerds. I mean, you got to root for the nerds. And then Maryland, Alabama. Ooh.
Yeah. I hope Maryland at least tries to put up a fight.
I think they can.
Can't let Alabama score in the 80s or 90s.
Alex Valdez will remain in for the Cardinals as Grayson Giddings will lead off this inning and almost gets hit first at bat. Gonna sneeze, 1 sec. Excuse me. Down in the dirt, ball 2.
What was your name again?
David, who's operating the scoreboard for our broadcast, mentioned that we have just over an hour of daylight left. I think they can get it in as Giddings smacks that ball over the head of Millam into left field for a single. Of course, this game could end a bit early if the Cougars start piling on the runs. They haven't really been able to explode like they did in the first. That's a good thing, though. Catonsville's keeping them at bay. Got 3 innings left in this one. Plenty of time. As this will bring up D'Artagnan Van Duzen. Outside. Ball 1. Whew, a little frigid wind chill coming through here. It's going to be a cold night. Anyone who's out late celebrating St. Patty's Day, bundle up. Ball 2. And to follow that up, folks, if you are celebrating St. Patty's Day today, please do it in a safe manner. That is all we ask here at CCBC Catonsville. 2-0 count. Swing and a miss. There's strike one. He might have gotten a piece of it. I heard a little clink. I don't think we'll chalk that up as a foul, though, but... Valdez is pitch high. Waters had to jump up from his spot to grab it. It's interesting. Valdez is normally a catcher, so in a way we're seeing a catcher pitch to another catcher. It's working so far. Valdez has looked very good through 2 innings. Ball 4, and that'll walk Van Duzen. And we're back to the top of the order once again. Nolan Evans. Strike one. Oh, and 1 count for Evans. Second pitch. One and two. Strike 3, got him. And Valdez gets his first strikeout. Andrew Nantow up next. As there's strike one. Oh, and 1. That one popped up into left center field. Ramirez is back, and he's got it. Runners are going to try to advance. Close. Millam wasn't able to get him, though. The Cardinals got 2 outs, but they do now have to deal with the runner in scoring position. It's number 39, Kinder, is up next. Kinder immediately goes for it all. Gets a good piece of that ball, knocks it back, and that's going to take a land somewhere on the hill down there. 0-1. Chopper. Valdez scoops it up, tosses it to Bailey, and that'll end the inning. So Cardinals managed to prevent any more runs, 6-3 as we head to the bottom of the 5th. See if Catonsville can keep this comeback going strong. We'll be right back. Game is running late, and I'm curious, do we want to just meet at Victoria's for dinner and then, go to Josh's place to drop the cars off and then lift to the bar? Because I think that would be a good option right now, because right now, like, this game I'm calling is probably going to go the full distance and not get closed short. So I'm going to be here probably until after 7. So I'm just bringing it up with you guys now so we can discuss. Yes, It's going to be just a little bit. We have 2.5 innings left. I don't know how long it's going to take, though. I'll keep you updated. I'm thinking we just go straight to get food afterwards, because I think that might be the best option right now. Like we all meet up at Victoria's or something. Okay, gotta go. Jalen Williams will lead off this inning for the Cardinals as Catonsville tries to mount a comeback, and Williams immediately lines that one into left field and will get a single. It's a good way to start things off. Moises Aristi Jr. up next. Now they're going to try and pick off Williams at first. Williams got knocked back a little bit there. No harm done, it seems. Still no pitch thrown his way. Oh, a huge slam by Aristi, deep into left field. Back, it is gone! A home run by Moises Aristi Jr., a 2-run home run. And the Cardinals have made it a 1-run game here in the bottom of the 5th. Wow, what a slam. It's about time that happened. Miles Bowen's up next for the Cardinals as finally, some momentum for Catonsville. Strike one for Bowens. Oh, and 2 count. Bowens gets a piece of that, flies into left field, and it will be caught for the first out. As this will bring up Pete Howell, designated hitter. Pete gets ball 1 there. 1-0. Outside, ball 2. Now inside, ball 3. Pete showing a lot of patience out there. Down in the dirt, ball 4. And Pete Howell will walk out to first, as this will bring up Nick Millum, the third baseman. If there's anything to take away from these 2 games today, folks, the Cardinals have proven in these 2 games, no matter what, they're going to fight. This game, too, by the way, has just hit the 2-hour mark. First pitch outside just a bit for ball 1. One and no count. 2-0. Millam will foul that one off for strike 1. Strike 2. Even count for Millam. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And he will head back to the dugout as this will bring up Quinn Waters. Swing and a miss for Waters, strike 1. Waters, single, gets past the shortstop, and that will ensure he gets to first, moving Howell to second. And this will bring up Caleb Bailey now for the Cardinals. Swing and a miss, made a little bit of contact. 0-1. Pitch outside. 1-1. Outside, ball 2. Two and 1. Pitch. Bailey pops that one up, and it will be caught. You can see the frustration on his face as that will bring it into the inning. So the Cardinals get a big hit from Moises Aristi Jr. to bring them within 1 as we go to the 6th inning. 6-5 is the score.
By the way, they had defensive changes last inning, but you were already talking. I figured out
okay.
too.
They did?
Yeah.
Okay.
The person who's playing second went to center, and they brought in a new second baseman.
I didn't notice that. Thanks. I'll bring
The
that up.
numbers are so hard to read. I couldn't figure
I
it
know.
out until they turn around.
It's because they have the small numbers at the front.
Yeah.
I mean, we do too, but like ours are.
Have you done a softball game yet?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
the one with the microburst.
Huh?
It was the one with the microburst that hit the field.
I don't think I was there for that, but I
No.
heard it was pretty cold.
It was, I think it was like third inning in the second game, and like all of a sudden, like they just column of air hits the field, and all this dust gets blown up. Everything gets obscured. Some parent is like, "Can we do a head count?" Because nobody knows that. Everyone like ducked for cover. I was like, "What was that?" I couldn't figure. I knew what it was. I didn't know the name, and I was making dinner. It's like microburst. It was we got hit by a microburst. Those things have killed people in airplanes before.
Alex Valdez still on the mound this inning as Garrett Wilson will lead off as we're in the 6th. 2 more innings to go. Although with how dark it's getting out there, this could be the last inning. It is a possibility. There's strike 1. 0-1 count. One and one. Inside. 2-1. Pitch. Good contact by Wilson. That should go foul. Bowens is going to try and grab it. Oh, he was so close. Just coming up short. That'll go foul for strike 2. Brings us to a 2-2 count. Wilson will foul that one again. No harm done this time. Ground ball gets past Aristi into left field. It'll be a single. One and 0. Two and 0. Colby Wilson here. Little chopper gets it to Perez. Double play. Yes! The Cardinals get a double play. And this will put Pagano into a bit of a hole. Pagano will pop that one up, but it will go foul. Wild pitch, ball 1. Fouled off. That's going to be strike 2. Sorry, excuse me, strike 1. Nope, it is strike 2. Okay. Missed a strike there. My apologies. 1-2 count. Valdez's pitch. High, ball 1. Excuse ball 2. Losing my edge here today, folks. That's the second straight pitch I've called wrong. 2-2 is the count. He smacks that one, and it lands squarely in left field off the fence. Pagano is going to round the bases to get to second. A double here for Christian Pagano. That is his third double of the season, as this will bring up Vincent Graziaplene. Some fresh balls being delivered to the umpire. He gets a piece of that first one, fouls it off for strike one. One and one. Slaps that one up the middle. Third baseman is on it, fires it to first. Got it! So the Cardinals avoid giving up any runs, leave one stranded, and will head to the bottom of the sixth now with a chance to take the lead as they race against time with the sun getting lower and lower in the sky. We'll be right back.
Pitching change?
Dude, that wind feels like we're about to have like a nasty storm.
Oh boy. Hey, David. You're from Germany, right?
Yeah.
Can you help me with this? The pitcher's from Germany. How do I pronounce that?
Moritz Judike.
Moritz Utica?
Yeah.
Is that close enough?
Yeah.
From
Okay, yeah, I don't know where it is.
okay.
Let me check it right now.
Tonus. I'll just say it's from Germany. So Moritz Utica. Okay. So we have a pitching change, and big shout out to David, who's working up here, who is working the scoreboard on your screens. He's from Germany. Was able to help me translate the name. The new pitcher for the Cougars, hailing out of Germany, is freshman number 16, Moritz Utica, as he will try to close this game out. Utica stats this season: he has made just one appearance, won his only game as a relief pitcher, with an ERA of 0.00, allowing just 2 hits at 5 at-bats in his one appearance. So you can see the kind of talent that the Cardinals will have to face here in these final 2 innings. A couple other positions swapping around in the outfield. New second baseman has been moved in. Is it second for them? Number 2. Oh. Their new second baseman. Hang on, I'm going to get a pronunciation. Landislaus Landwehr, also from Germany, has moved to second. 2 German players here for Erie. And thank goodness we have a fellow German working in the booth with us today. Orlando Perez Jr. will lead off this inning. He made a couple of good stops for the Cardinals at second base there last inning. Six and 5 is 6-5 is the score as Perez will lead off. Here we go. First pitch inside. No! Strike one. 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss, strike 2. Utica's pitch. One and 2, that one was down in the dirt.
Another pitch in the dirt, 2-2. Cardinals have been out hit 11-5 today in this second game. Pitch, swing, Perez right into the glove of the third baseman, Garrett Wilson. Some audible frustration there from Perez as Angelo Ramirez will come up next for the Cardinals. Little discussion going on here between third baseman, pitcher, and catcher. Zero count. Pitch. Low, ball one. One and oh. There's strike one. Ooh, that slammed off of Ramirez's shoulder. He's going to head to first. And some notable frustration. That's got to hurt. I mean, you think about it. The conditions we're playing in right now, it is pretty cold out. Those balls have a tendency to feel like a lot more like stainless steel being thrown at you when it's cold. As this will bring up Jalen Williams, number 17. One out, one on. Cardinals trying to keep this comeback going. There's strike one. Erie, meanwhile, trying to come out of this series with at least one victory after falling in extras in that last game. Low pitch, ball one. One and one. Jello's going to try and take second. He got there. He got there. The Erie sideline and crowd says otherwise, but Jello's got another stolen base. That's number 17 on the season. Pitch, swing, miss, strike two. Two and two. Chopper, third baseman, misses the ball entirely, and Williams advances to first. Tying run is at third. And the go-ahead run is at first now as Moises Aristi Jr. comes up. Remember, last at bat, he smacked that home run into left field. Could lightning strike twice. Cardinals do have a pinch hitter coming up next, Tony DeAngeli. They're going to try and pick off J-Dub over at first. Moises does have a nickname we have discovered, Sticks. They're trying to find one for him this season. I think we have. A couple of Catonsville supporters have been using that nickname, so I think we're going to adopt it. Pitch down the middle, strike one. Outside. Good reflexes by the catcher. That would have been a wild pitch. Williams could have gotten to second. Continues to get darker out here. This could actually end up being the last inning. I think they'll play to 7. Swing and a miss for Aristi. 1-2. Sticks down to his last strike. Pitch. He smacks that one off of the glove of the right fielder. Ramirez is going to score and tie this thing up. They're still going to try and come home. J-Dubs makes it home. Cardinals with the lead. A triple for Moises Aristi gives Catonsville the lead of this game. And finally,
Lou said his last name Blue. Get it?
we got a pinch hitter coming in, everybody. It is Nick Sturgio, the big cat. He's going to pinch hit here for Miles Bowens. Sturgio played game 1 at first base. As he's fed strike 1. Cardinals have crawled back to take the lead in a grueling game that looked like it was going to be a blowout via mercy rule in the first. And now they have the lead. If they could just cling to this lead and preserve it in the top of the 7th, they will have won. Sturgio with a nice grounder bounces up. Is not going to be able to get to first in time. That's 2 away. As this will bring up Tony DeAngeli. Big Tone. Cardinals can get a little extra leverage here if Tony can get a base hit, which would bring home Aristi over at third. Tony also pinch hitting here for Pete Howell. First pitch, fouls it off. One and one. Pitch. Wild pitch. Catcher kind of shoved DeAngeli out of the way there. DeAngeli looked back at the ref. The umpire, excuse me. Kind of as if to say, what gives? Umpire rubbing some dirt off of the mound. 2-1 count. Pitch, dirt. Ball 3.
Go 2-5. Reset.
Ball 4. Big T is going to walk, as this will bring up Nick Millum. Nick Millum trying to give the Cardinals some extra help. Base hit. Give them one more run. One and 0. Pitch outside, ball 2. Two and 0. Up a little bit. Ball 3. One walk away from a trip to first in a bases loaded situation. There it is. Ball 4. And the bases are loaded. As head coach is coming out here for Erie, we're going to have a discussion. Possibility we've seen the last of Moritz Jodeke. With Quinn Waters up to bat. And yes, they're going to pull him. See who they get instead to come in. It is going to be number 6, Tyson Kovats. Kovats played game 1 in the outfield. Here he is now trying to pitch and close out game 2. And while Kovats warms up, we'll take a break.
Well, she didn't leave. She's just up there.
So bottom of the 6th, 2 outs, 1 out left. Another pitching change as Tyson Kovats has taken over the top spot. Bases are loaded. Quinn Waters is up. Strike 1. Kovats only needs 2 more pitches, 2 more strikes, and he can get Waters out, leave 3 stranded, and push this game to the 7th. There's ball 1, and they're going to have another mound discussion. Trying to drag this game out, it looks like. One and 1. Pitch fouled off for strike 2. As Waters now needs time to adjust his swing, I believe. See what Waters can do here. 1-2 pitch. Inside, ball 2. Almost came close to getting Waters. Waters slaps it. It's second baseman dropped it. Run is going to score. The second baseman, that's Landwehr, dropped the ball. And the Cardinals extend their lead. They now lead 8-6. Bases remain loaded, and Caleb Bailey is up to the plate. Here's Bailey. Inside, ball 1. Three-0 count. Strike 1. Bailey chops that one foul, and he's got a full count on his hands. 3-2. Three and 2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Cardinals get another run. Bailey heads to first. And this will bring up Orlando Perez Jr. As the Cardinals, I think, have gone through every batter now for this inning. Yeah, we're back where we started, with Lando picking right back up. And he knocks that one fair. That's fair. Another run is going to score. 2 runs are going to score. Bailey's going to come home. 3 runs are going to score. The Cardinals are unloading on Erie in this bottom of the 6th. Orlando Perez Jr. with a 3-run double. And just like that, the Cardinals have a 6-run lead in the bottom of the 6th. I don't believe it. Really? One more? Cardinals now are the ones who are inflicting a chance for the mercy rule on Erie. It's amazing. This game started, it was 5-0 as Angelo Ramirez is up. It was 5-0 after 1 for Erie, and now, thanks to that huge hit by Orlando Perez Jr., which just tiptoed the left field line, this game is 4 runs away from ending early with the mercy rule. I don't believe it. Jello gets strike 1. Low pitch. Ball 2. Wild pitch. Perez is going to advance to third. And he's going to stay there. Ball 3 now for Ramirez. 3-1. Strike one. Excuse me, strike two. It's a full count for Ramirez. I apologize for that, folks. I've been missing a couple of pitches here. Pitch. Ball 4. And Ramirez will walk. 2 are on for the Cardinals as this brings up Jalen Williams. Come on, guys. Yes, you can.
You know how stiff you're going to be when you stand up? You're going to stand up and be like,
Trying to get the other guys in the booth to jump up with me because Jump Around by House of Pain is Jalen Williams walk-up music. Here comes Jello, trying to steal, and he will. He's up to 18 stolen bases on the season now as he takes second.
are you serious?
Just so we're clear, folks, last year he was averaging around this too when he broke the school record for stolen bases. He's had 3 today in both games combined. Strike one. 1-1 count for Williams. As I said before, Orlando stole that. I was trying Jump Around by House of Pain is Jalen Williams' walk-up song. I was trying to get the other 2 guys in the booth with me to kind of jump up and down. Our spotter Tommy says, "Nah, I'm cold." I don't blame you. Williams smacks that into center field. Hits green. Perez is going to score. Ramirez is going to score. It's 14-6. The Cardinals. Where did this come from?
Let's go!
And just like that, Catonsville is 2 runs away from getting a victory via mercy rule. This might be one of the most incredible single-game turnarounds ever. They've scored 9 runs in this inning. And this brings Sticks, Moises Aristi, back up to the plate. And he fouls off for strike 1. I don't think I've ever seen a game like this. I mean, a Catonsville game like this. It's simply incredible. The fact that this team was down 6-1 and have scored 13 unanswered runs is incredible, and now have a chance to end this game early. 1-1 for Aristi. And he will smack that one into center field. Another great hit. Williams is going to make it to third. It's a single for Aristi. What a day for him. A home run. 4 RBIs, I believe. As this will bring up the big cat, Nick Sturgio, to try and end this game. It is incredible, the games we have seen today. Of course, game 1, that incredible back-and-forth contest that went to extras, and now game 2. We're going to probably be able to get in all of game 2. Sturgio with a chance to end it now. Aristi to take second. He's got it. And that is the second stolen base of the year for Moises Aristi Jr. A base hit could end this contest. Inside, ball 2. Another low pitch, ball 3. Three and 1. Check that. The count is 2 and 1. Nope. Yep. 3 and 1. Now it's 3 and 1. Okay. We had some trouble getting the count right today, ladies and gentlemen. I think we have it right now. Sturgio slaps it foul. Full count. he just call it? Sturgio slaps it, base hit. 1 run's going to score, won't count. That's the final out. And we will head to the top of the 7th. The Cardinals up 14-6. They can end it with just 3 quick outs. We'll be right back.
First off, I'm pretty sure our first base coach just called Nick Daddy. I swear I heard that.
Or what?
Our first base coach called Nick Daddy. I swear.
Wow.
Second. How was that? That was incredible.
Burst of energy from out of nowhere.
Finally. Yeah, the best part is I don't get up on time. That, that's good. I'm starving. There's a. We found a restaurant closer to the bars we're going to. So
What bar are you going to?
I think it's called Nottingham's in Columbia. You been there?
You're going to love that place.
Apparently there's like a $10 charge to get in.
Yeah, but it's worth it.
It's worth it.
It's
Okay,
worth it.
good.
And it's Friday, so they probably have a DJ. Yeah. You're probably going to get drunk.
Last St. Patrick's Day, I was the designated driver. We went to our old college bar in Towson. What's it called? Kent House. Great place, by the way. Delicious. It was awesome. I only had 2 beers. I had 2 Guinnesses. That was all I could have. On the drive back, one of my friends puked all over my car.
Now it's your turn to do that to them.
We're Ubering. We've learned our lesson.
Oh, there you go.
The final inning is here. The Cardinals have had an incredible in-game turnaround. Grayson Giddings will lead off here for the Cougars as Erie tries desperately to launch a comeback of their own, trailing 14-6 here. And Giddings will pop that one up. Bailey, who is now into right field, will get the first out. 1 away. Couple of changes. Nick Sturgio's moved to first base. Caleb Bailey has moved out to right field. And the rest of the lineup remains the same, as Alex Valdez has done a masterful job since coming into this game. Alex Valdez, that is. Pinch hitter, it looks like. That's number 7, Jason Simbel, the freshman from Rochester, New York. As he's going to try and end this. There's strike 1. Erie now getting a bit desperate. Ball 1 as they send in the pinch hitters. Well, folks, these games against New York have just been the warm-up for the Cardinals because the real action starts this Sunday. Catonsville on the road against Delaware Tech as Simbel knocks that one fair. And he's going to round the bases. He will get to second, and Simbel kicks off the top of the 7th with a good start. He gets to second. This will bring up number 26, Ladislas Landwehr from Paderborn, Germany. The second baseman. His first at-bat of the series. As I was saying, the Cardinals, they will start their battle for the region as they face Delaware Tech, as there's ball 1. They will face Delaware Tech on the road on Sunday, and then on Monday, we're back at home for a doubleheader, and it's a big one. The rematch of the game of the year from last season in the region tournament as Catonsville faces Chesapeake. Ball 2. For those who did not see it, last season during the region tournament hosted here by Catonsville, the Cardinals beat Chesapeake in a thrilling match that came down to the wire in order to advance to the semifinals. As Landwehr fouls that one off for strike 1. And that game was followed by the Cardinals upsetting CCBC Essex, their sister school, in the semifinals to reach the Region 20 finals, where they fell to Frederick. Well, they have rematches against all 3 of those teams coming up this week. I'm calling it Revenge Week. Ball 3, 3-1 count for Landwehr. Cardinals 2 outs away from ending this game and getting their St. Patty's Day celebration started. Landwehr smacks that one into left field, and 1 run is going to try and score. No! Simbel tried to run to home, but instead he had to double back to third and just beat Millam to the plate. To the base, that is, excuse me. As this will bring up the next batter, number 31, another pinch hitter. That is Jacob Jones, the freshman from Buffalo, New York, as he enters the game and tries to keep this rally going. They've got 2 on. They need 8 runs to tie Catonsville. I don't know if they could get it. Then again, we did see the Cardinals score 9 runs the last inning, so anything is possible as there's ball 1. Big shout out to everyone who stuck it out with us today. It's been a cold day, rainy in the first game, ball 2. But we've had 2 excellent games of baseball. Game 1, of course, wild one, went to extras. Cardinals won off a Quinn Water single. Game 2, Cardinals trailed 6-1 for much of the game, and Cardinals trailed. As there is ball 3. Cardinals trailed this contest 5-0 after the first inning. They have come back and now lead it 14-6. An incredible in-game turnaround by Catonsville, and a chance for them to get a bit of a winning streak going here. There's strike 1 for Valdez. Easily the hero of this game, I think. Offensively, it's got to be Sticks. Moises Aristi has had an amazing day, as that one is fouled off for strike 2, bringing us to a full count for Jones. The hero of this game defensively, though, has to be Alex Valdez. Doesn't normally pitch, usually plays catcher. Came into this game to relieve Catonsville's first 3 relievers, I believe. First 2 relievers, excuse me. And has done an excellent game. Strike 3, he got him, and the Cardinals are 1 away from getting the comeback victory. Valdez has just pitched brilliantly today. And this will bring up the last hope for the Cougars. Number 24, Juan Matos from Jamestown, New York. Backup catcher. Going to try and come in here and into this contest. Swing and a miss, strike 1. The Cardinals are 2 pitches away.
Let's go, Alex. 2 more.
Strike 2 looking. Valdez is 1 strike away from a remarkable comeback victory. Can he do it? The pitch. That one. Matos had to pull a bit of a Matrix-esque move to avoid getting beamed in the head. Little wild pitch there from Valdez. No harm done. Here we go.
Go, Alex.
Fouls it away. No harm done. This game 2, closing in on the 3-hour mark. But we're going to get it in, it looks like, before darkness falls. Pitch. High. Ball 2, evens the count up. Two and 2 pitch for Valdez. Did he get it? No, they're going to say it's a ball. And that'll bring us to a full count. Pitch. Swing and a miss, and the Cardinals win it. Catonsville gets the comeback. They were down 5-0 after 1. They win it 14-6. What an incredible performance from Catonsville. It's going to be a sweep for the Cardinals as they get the victory in both Game 1 and Game 2. What an exciting day of baseball this was. Well, folks, next up for the Cardinals, they take on Delaware Tech as they start their region, as it's been called by some of their players, their region sweep season. That is the goal, and they will kick things off against Delaware Tech on Sunday. Remember, Monday starts revenge week, or rematch week, I guess, as the Cardinals take on the schools they played in the region tournament, starting with Chesapeake. And we will have all of that action in that doubleheader on Monday right here on the Cardinals Network. From CCBC Catonsville, this is Isaac Donsky signing off. We thank you for joining us for a long day of baseball. Cardinals get the win, 14-6 in Game 2. Good night, everybody, and have a safe St. Paddy's Day celebration.